Hi friends, welcome to Cats of Sunshine, a place for mindful cat parents and happy flourishing cats. My name is Vani. I'm a cat behavior specialist, a holistic cat wellness coach and an animal Reiki practitioner. And today we have a very fun topic to talk about, cat toys. But not just any cat toys. We will talk about safe, non-toxic and eco-friendly cat toys. And why is that important, you might ask? Well, stay with me and you will find out. I'll also share a list of safe and non-toxic cat toys that are easy to find and that cats absolutely love. First, let's talk why on earth is that important. Why should you be mindful about quality and the materials of the toys that you're buying for your kitty? And the answer is pretty simple. It's because cats, they chew on their toys, they lick on their toys, especially if there's some herbs inside. They might even ingest some small parts of the toy, especially if it's a bad quality one. So they just put it in their mouths, and that's why it's so important that we pick the best quality toys and the safest materials. And in my personal opinion, finding the safe and non-toxic eco-friendly cat toys is almost as important as feeding your cat a species-appropriate diet, and I will make sure to make a video on the topic sometime in the future. And if right now you're thinking, OMG Vani, finding the safe, eco-friendly, non-toxic cat toys must be so complicated, like finding a polka dot daisy that only blooms on full moon, or oh gosh, it might cost a fortune. But in reality, it's not complicated at all. Once you know what to look out for, it will be pretty easy. And besides, I will be sharing a list of safe and non-toxic toys that I give to our kitties, so that will help you a bit. So let's talk about a quality and the materials that are used in a usual cat toy that you can buy in a regular pet store or online. What do we see? Glue, often toxic. Polyester and plastic. Seams that are easy to open. Strings. Colored feathers. Why? Why on earth would you do that? Paint, glitter, or bells. Would you like to put anything like that in your mouth? Thanks, but no thanks. In the wild, cats only chew on and lick on and put in their mouths the things that Mother Nature provides, which could be wooden sticks, different leaves, different grasses and prey, of course, different bugs and small creatures, etc. So they can only put in their mouth what their stomachs can handle, hopefully. And cats indoors, they cannot go shopping for themselves, right? Well, not yet at least. So us as the loving cat parents, we should try to offer them the best that we can. If you're enjoying this video so far and if this topic is interesting to you, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel to make sure you see all my future videos. This helps me understand what topics are interesting for my subscribers, and this way I can grow my channel and talk about things that are interesting for you. So thank you so much. So how do we find safe, eco-friendly and non-toxic cat toys for our fur baby? I have some tips. So next time when you go shopping for a cat toy, you can ask yourself these questions. Is it sturdy? Is it high quality? Meaning, are seams tight? Are there any threads that are sticking out? Does it look like it can withstand a feisty predator? Try to pick something that feels strong in your hands and that looks and feels like it's well made. What are the materials? Try to stay away from any man-made materials like plastic, polyester, any synthetic material. And if you see a toy that is made of cotton, hemp, paper, cardboard, that's definitely a much safer and healthier option. Are there strings? I recommend staying away from strings, and especially the long strings, because some cats, for some reason, they obsess about them and they like to chew on them and they can even ingest the string, and that is actually a life-threatening situation because the string, it might tangle in the intestines. So if you buy a toy that otherwise is safe and eco-friendly and there's nothing toxic on it, but it has a string, just make sure you cut it. I cut all of the strings of all of the toys that we have, and even like if we have some loose strings on any other items, I usually just cut it just to be safe. And if you have want toys that have those super long strings, just make sure you put the one toy away after you played with your cat, so that the cat doesn't have access to the string and the toy when you're not with them. Is it natural color? Try not to pick toys that have very bright colors, and instead try to focus on natural and earthy looking toys. The reason for that is because the dyes that they use to color the fabric might actually be toxic and not very safe for the cats to chew on. And of course, I know this is a really tough one, because most toys, they have this, super nice colors that we find attractive, but for cats, actually, the color doesn't make much of a difference, because they only see the world in like this greenish bluish hue. So some colors are not even going to be visible for them, in a way that, for like the bright red color, cats will not see it as bright red. So I think that companies, they try to make toys that are attractive, first of all, for us as the customers, and they don't really think much about the cats. And so what I'm trying to tell you is that try to see the toy from your cat's eyes. So if it's not very attractive to you, and it's just like this little toy made of hemp or cotton with like this just natural beige color that you might think is very boring, for your cat, it's actually might be really fun. So as I said, just try to stay away from super bright colors. I know it's not always possible, and I still use some toys with colors like yellowish or greenish, but I tried to read about the company that makes the toys and see, are they eco-conscious, are they at least trying to pick the safe dyes for their toys or not. And if you can, stay away from the colors. If you can, at least try to stay away from orangey and red colors, because they usually contain cadmium. Is there glue or paint or glitter? If you see glue sticking out or something painted over the fabric, that's a definite no-no. Are there any parts that can fall off easily or be chewed off easily? Look out for plastic eyes, long tails, bells, etc. Where was it made? It's almost impossible to find a product that was not made in China, but let's do our best. So try to find cat toys that are made in countries that have higher quality standards, or better yet, you can find a handmade artist who makes cat toys, and this way you will support a small business, hopefully a local business. You will make somebody very happy. Does it look like something that a cat can find in the wild? If it looks natural, it's likely that your cat will like this toy, because their DNA will feel like it's something familiar. And I always say, try to bring the jungle inside to enrich the cat's environment. I know that we all fall for cute designs and cute little faces, and believe me, I used to buy toys that are far from being eco-friendly just because it was something that I liked, like a Pusheen or Hello Kitty or pizza or ice cream or somebody from Star Wars. But believe me, cats don't really care about that. They just don't. They don't know who Luke Skywalker is. They never ate pizza or ice cream or taco. So when we buy cat toys, it's mostly for us, because it appeals to us. And those marketing gurus, they know that. So that's how they create their toys, to appeal to the humans. And we often forget that we buy the toys for our cats, not for us. So when I realized that, it was kind of easier for me to pick the toys, because I was doing that with my cats in mind, and how they perceive the world and what they might like. And for example, if I wanted something with Pusheen or Totoro, I would just go and buy something for me personally, like a little keychain or something like that. As I said, they don't know Pusheen, they don't know Totoro, as much as we would like to share those things with them. They just don't care. And right now, I'd like to share some of the eco-friendly cat toys that our kitties have. Number one is a company called From the Fields. And I absolutely love them because as soon as you go to their website, you can tell that they really care about the environment, they really care about the animals, and they talk a lot about protecting the environment and creating biodegradable, safe, eco-friendly toys for cats and actually dogs as well. They make high-quality and earth-friendly cat and dog toys using materials such as hemp, wood, cork, and potent, fresh, organically grown catnip. Their catnip and all products are grown and produced in beautiful Washington State in the USA. They use hemp, which is a highly renewable resource that grows without pesticides and is fully biodegradable. They offer different formats of catnip: leaf and flower, whole buds, fine ground, catnip pellets, and catnip essential oil liquid spray called Rejuvenator. They also created blends with valerian root and silver wine. The price range is somewhere between $3.20 and $16.99 for sets. And of course, the prices can be different in other countries. I gotta be honest with you, the companies that I'm gonna be talking about, I know that they definitely sold in the United States, possibly Canada. I'm not sure about any other countries, so I apologize because I just don't know the market in Europe or Africa or Asia or somewhere else. So hopefully some of these companies you can still find around the world, maybe even on Amazon, as much as I hate them. So here are the cat toys from the field that we have. Number one is this cork ball right here. It's two of them, and they are marinated in organic catnip. I hope you can see them. They're right here. Let me open it. So this is our second batch. It's a bunch of organic catnip and two of these cork balls. Smells nice. So this is something that, as I said, it's the second time I'm buying this, and kitties really like it. So I highly recommend this. And then we have this well, right now it's 4 because I took one out. This is matatabi sticks, so silver wine sticks that are actually, they look amazing. Like if you go on Amazon or some other companies, they sell very cheap matatabi sticks and they just look horrible. They look very thin, they look old, and this is just very fresh. You can smell it. I mean, of course it was marinated in catnip as well, but you can smell the matatabi. And they're very thick and cats absolutely love them, so I highly recommend that as well. Then we have these replacements for feather replacements for one toy. This is a new one. I'm just showing you that you can buy a replacement. And what I do is I have this old wand toys that I just see, it's like a retractable one. So I just took the bad toxic plastic polyester toy that was here before, and I put this cork and the feather replacement part from the Fields. And if you go to From the Fields website, you can actually buy one toy that has wooden handle and that has this eco-friendly toy at the end. And we also have another one. This is handmade by me. I just bought like a wooden stick. I put sizzle rope here, and I put the replacement right here. And kitties, they like to, I don't know if you can see this, kitties really like to chew on the cork, and you can see their teeth over here. I don't know if you can see it, but it is there. So this is very fun. And they have a bunch of other like soft mouse toys that I haven't tried yet. They have a ton of cool things, and I'm just kind of trying out slowly. But this is the products that we have and that our kitties really like. The second company is Americat. Their toys are made in the USA from non-toxic and safe materials. It is a corrugated cardboard and non-toxic vegan glue that was FDA approved for food contact. And their balls are fully recyclable. The price range is $11.99 for a pack of 3 balls, and it's free shipping on all orders. And I actually just ordered this set of 3 bowls. Very cute box. So I'm gonna open it up and we're gonna see how it looks like. So this is how they look. It's 3 different shapes because I wanted to see which shape the kitties would like. And basically, they smell like cardboard. They don't smell like catnip, it's just cardboard. This is pretty cute. So later on, I'm gonna give it to kitties and see how they like it. Next on my list is Yeowww cat toys. Their toys are 100% and fully stuffed with premium organically grown catnip. There's no cotton fillers, no plastic pieces, and certainly none of the cheaper toy grade stuff. All of their toys are handmade in the USA. Each toy is individually stuffed and hand sewn. The fabric they use is high quality cotton twill, and they only use non-bleed vegetable based dyes. This fabric is strong enough to withstand scratching, biting, and bunny kicking. They work with private farmers in the USA and sample each catnip harvest to pick the highest quality based on freshness, color, and aroma. No chemicals or pesticides are used in cultivation. They only use the leaves and flower tops of catnip. Their price range is from $2.99 to around $15 for sets of cat toys. We had more Yeowww toys before, but for now we only have this set of 3 bowls. Well, one of them the kitties are currently using, and this is just fresh in a cat toy box. It looks pretty good, and you can tell it's just the catnip inside. There's no fillers, no plastic, nothing, polyester filling. It's really fragrant, and you can tell it's really good quality catnip, and kitties really like it. And I leave these tags on. It almost looks like it's a little mouse with a tail or something like that. It's fine, you can cut it. In a way, I think it might, I don't know what kind of dyes they used to print this label, so maybe if we talk about safety, it's better to cut them off. But it's kind of fun to look how they play with this little tag as if it's like a mouse tail or something like that. So yeah, highly recommend these toys. They have a bunch of different shapes. They have like larger bananas, they have smaller, like a tiny fish catnip toys that Puddles he absolutely loves because it's so tiny. He just puts it in his mouth and walks around, and I think those are $2.99 each, but you can buy a set of 3 or something like that. So yeah, really cool company. And next toy is this one. It is Ethical Pet, Love the Earth, natural wood and feather cat toy right here. So it's basically made of this wooden part, some chicken feather. Actually, I'm not sure if it's chicken or not, but at least it's not colored feather. It's just the feather the way it is. It has some raffia right here that makes this crinkly noise. And I'm not sure about these 2 parts. It's like this wooden ball that is colored in blue and white polka dots, and just a sisal rope. I'm not sure if I'll keep it or cut it off because this is new. The kitties didn't try it yet. Yeah, but we'll see. Otherwise, it seems pretty interesting, especially that there's some natural feather parts in here. Chicken, how do you like this one? The next one is this straw ball from Kong Naturals. It's just a straw with a little, I would say it's like a tea bag with catnip that is actually replaceable, so you can kind of reuse this toy again and again. I am not sure if this catnip is organic though, but the thing is they're not really chewing on it, it's inside, so it works. The price of this 2 balls, it's a set of 2 balls, is $4.99, at least on Chewy. I don't know if you can buy it somewhere else, might be different, but it's pretty affordable and it's pretty fun. Kitties really like it. Another toy I have is called a teaser, and what it is essentially, it's just a metal wire and this little cardboard pieces. Now it's a really strange toy. It makes this really funny movements. Somehow cats really like it. You have to be really careful though not to harm their eyes or anything like that, because it's really unpredictable where this toy goes. Another thing, I'm not sure about this metal, if it has any heavy metals or anything like that, because it is metal. So I am not sure how non-toxic this is. It is eco-friendly because it's fully biodegradable, and so are all of the other toys that I showed you. What is your cat's favorite toy? I'm curious, please let me know in comments below, and even if it's not eco-friendly, we can brainstorm to try to find an eco-friendly option for it. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I'm so happy to know that there are so many wonderful cat parents out there who are trying to make best choices for their fur babies. And if you enjoyed this video, again, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing to my channel to see my future videos. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye!